Okay, welcome to GameX B2B conference again. Today, third day for this conference. So maybe you remember for the last 2 days. The first day about the investment, the second day about mobile. The last day and today, our topic is blockchain. Maybe you know blockchain is a very hot topic in Turkey. Not in Turkey, around the world. And everybody talk about blockchain, crypto, Bitcoin, NFT, something like that. So many things are very important for all the sector. Today, we talk about blockchain and so many panels and so many speakers in here today. So our first speakers in here, Mr. Şen, evet, Ferhat Şen. Please welcome to our stage. Stage is yours. You have 20 minutes.
Hi everyone. I'm founder of Majoris, which is a blockchain technology company, the first in Turkey and only blockchain. And I'm a computer engineer and developer also. Today I'm gonna also a gamer, of course, like most of us. Today I'm gonna talk about blockchain and gaming and other stuff that you can add to your game. So the first topic is what's blockchain? It's not so complicated. This is a normal database, but what it means, the normal database, is like in normal database you can code stuff and put your code into the database, which is more secure and faster. You call it stored procedures. You store your functions here. In blockchain it is something like this. We also code smart contracts and put it to the blockchain. And blockchain is just a secure database which is distributed, and but there is something like in smart contract. When you develop smart contract, it's something low level. If you are not programmer, probably you don't know what low level means. Low level means is code is closer to the machines, not close to humans. So it is not easy to code. You have to know the machine to know how to code. Blockchain is something very small, like in each block you have 2 megabytes, and the whole world is trying to put something into this 2 megabyte data place. So you have to know what you are going to store in blockchain. That's the point. But yeah, we say here trust, but how and why? It is because of cryptology. We have central databases. And if you want to open a web page, you need a host and domain, stuff like this, a database. But if you are too big, like Google, other companies, you need some master servers, which is like, for example, in New York and Istanbul and other places. But in this situation, when you get attacked to this and this nodes, you will lose the data path, and it will go offline. So how much you pay, it doesn't matter. Your server will not always be online on normal servers. But in blockchain, we all have same data and secured by cryptography, and we are all synchronized. So even if like 3 or 4 of these nodes go offline, it's okay. You can ask anyone that has a real copy of the network. And if you want to alter your database, you will need most of the nodes to hack. And this is very expensive. Okay, I can tell you. It is not readable, but So this is a paper from ETH Zurich University. This is a flow chart. The most important thing in blockchain projects is what is not blockchain. We have a funnel here. We will put our projects to the funnel, to this flow, and we will see where it goes, where your project goes. This is a key to all of your projects, if it is a real blockchain project or not. So here, it says no blockchain. So first question is, do you need to store the state of something? If you don't need to store past situations, you don't need blockchain. Don't use it. Are there multiple parties with permissions to write? Writing to the database is like a human or a machine, it doesn't matter. The writer, if there is only one writer, it also doesn't mean anything. So, don't use blockchain. Can you use trusted third party, TTP we call it. TTP is government or any other third parties like Google Drive or other cloud services. If you don't have an issue with trust, then use the trusted third party. It is cheaper. Like normal databases are cheaper than blockchain. So you don't need trust, don't use blockchain. Do you know all this one? Do you know all the writers to the database? If you don't know who is going to write to your database, you have to use permissionless blockchain, which is like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other public databases, public blockchains. If you don't know who is going to write. If you know them, if yes, we ask, do you trust all of the writers? If you know the guys, know the writers and machines and trust them, if you know and trust, don't use blockchain. So, if you don't trust them, you know the guys, but you don't trust them, you can use public, we ask, do you need public verification? Does this data has to be public or it is private for you? If yes, then public permissioned blockchain. So it is like a supply chain, for example. If in supply chain, a customer wants to see all the process, hold the process until he takes the product, then this is a public permission blockchain. But if your supply chain doesn't include customers, or it is just your company's own blockchain, then it is private, permissionless blockchain. Here we have some problem. We call it blockchain trilemma, like dilemma, but the tree one. So we have three problems in blockchain. You have to solve three problems if you want to create a new chain. We have decentralization, scalability, and security. Scalability means if you have 100 servers in blockchain and you have like 100 TPS, transaction per second, when you multiply by 10, your servers are not going to go faster. This is scalability. So this is just speed. When I put 1,000 nodes, it's not going to make more speed to my network. This is what scalability means. Decentralization is like who can participate in these nodes. So if with more participants, your network is more secure. If all of us is participant of this blockchain, it is the best one. And the security. Is it hackable or something like this? I'm going to talk about security right now. We have, in cybersecurity, we have something called bug bounty. Bug bounty means I am opening a service, and to all hackers, if someone can hack this, I'm going to pay like $10,000 for each vulnerability. This is what bug bounty means in cybersecurity terms. In blockchain, it is by the system, right? It is a normal bug bounty. So if you can hack a network, then all the money in the network is yours. So it is naturally a bug bounty program. If I have a token, if you hack it, then you can go to any exchange and sell it all as much as you can, and you can take the profit. And this is not something easy to trace. And also, so we have proof of work. In proof of work, you have 51 attack, which means compromising the network's most nodes. So in this network, in this graphic, if you have this part, the more than 51, you can create transactions, which is false, and you can try to spend money in 2 times, like double spending problem, we call it. You can try to create some double spending so you can have your profit. And we have a web page, crypto51.app, if you want to go there. This is a screenshot from it. Also, we can't read this right now, but it is, here is Bitcoin at the first. And it says, like, if you want to create a distraction in Bitcoin, for each hour you have to pay $1 million or something like this. You have to rent servers and put them to block Bitcoin network and try to scam the network. This is something very costly. So, what is NFT? I think most of you guys are asking this question maybe every day, every time you see the subject. So for me, NFT is like a badge, like a police badge. If you achieve something, the most important part is who gave you the NFT. If you have a badge, if I create this one at home, it doesn't mean anything. But when the government give you this one after training, that means something. So this is a proof. If an artist creates an NFT and gives it to you, you will know all the path. So if someone just copies it, it will not mean anything for him, because we have a consensus here. Consensus of this is an art or not. But the best part of NFTs are the application of the NFT. So when you have this badge, for example, you are a cop now. You have rights, you have duties. This is what makes an NFT worthy. Like, for example, Cem Yılmaz, who is a cartoonist in Turkey, comedian, he created an NFT and sold it, and he said, whoever owns this NFT has a lifetime ticket for my shows. This is the best thing in NFTs. It is applications of the NFT. In gaming, we have Axis Infinity and Step N called 2 games. We have a lot of games, of course, but this is our most known. So you buy a shoe and start running. But as a computer engineer, I can say this is very hackable, because any application that based by GPS can be hacked very easily, because GPS is a broadcast signal. So if you hack your phone, like routing, if you have all the system, then you can your application can lie to another application that your GPS coordinates is not this one. Also, you can search fake GPS apps on your phones. And if you can't install these applications to your phone, because they can be sometimes dangerous and viruses maybe, broadcast GPS is a broadcast signal. So if you have an antenna and you say you are here, then your phone will take the signal. So, but in this application, you are just walking for 10 minutes or something, so it's okay. But GPS are like that. Like I said, it is not a secure protocol. And the other place, it is in Axie Infinity. You buy these, and you start playing. You rent your NFT, and you earn money, and you can sell it back. So when the gaming and blockchain joins, you have to think very philosophically and carefully, because you are changing the motivation of the players, and players are not there to earn money normally. But when this is the main goal, then their experience is going to change. And if you have a token, and you, like for example, airdrop, you send them to your customers always, and then you are going to have a graphic like this. They are all taking the coins and selling it. So if you have a token, you have to be careful that when you spread the coins, this is something close to real money, just with a few extra steps. And so you have to give the money and make them put the money to somewhere else, like staking or other financial instruments. Blockchain gives you some power. Like for example, I want to connect my game to my bank account, but none of the banks will accept something like this. Their APIs are always closed. And also, the banking infrastructure cannot handle such transactions, because the blockchain is not that fast, but banking is not fast also either. So they will never open their APIs to your program or anything or game easily. But in blockchain, you can develop anything you want. You are free here. Like I said, blockchain is not that fast. You have 2 megabytes for Ethereum. They sometimes change this optimization stuff. But if you make like 4 megabytes, the networking will go slower. So this will create another problem. In Ethereum, you have 15 transactions per second. Just 15. Whole the world is trying to take these transactions. So if you have a lot of transactions, then you cannot use public blockchains. You have to create your own network or something like this. If you have a very fast business, then blockchain is not for you, because maybe you can compress, do other stuffs, but normally, or hashes, we have hashes, so you encrypt it, and put to the blockchain, maybe. But, like I said, blockchain is not that fast. If you have fast business, then this is not for you. Or maybe you can create private blockchain and make it faster, but special for you. We have also subnets for this. So in a main network, you create a little subnet, and you make your processes there. Like for example, in World of Warcraft, Path of Exile and Night Online, which is played commonly in Turkey, the key of these games are very different. All 3 games have different economical systems. And I tried Black Desert Online, it was, I think. The game contains communism. And the World of Warcraft has an auction in economics. But Path of Exile is also very different. You have a lot of assets, and you trade assets. So you don't have a main money. This is how you create an economy and try differences. The gaming is your world. So economic system is one part of this one. You can create any economy you want. But you cannot take all the transactions and put to the blockchain because the problems I told. But you can try different stuffs. Also, communism is something programmable for us. And other economical systems, of course. Okay, the power of blockchain, I always tell, it is not tokens, because tokens earn money. Everyone is thinking that blockchain is just about money. No, it is not, and it will not be in the future. Blockchain is revolutionary, something revolutionary. It gives us freedom. Freedom for application stores. It's like, I have an Oculus like VR set, and I also did game development back past in my experience, but I'm never going to build something to my VR. Why? Because Facebook takes 40% from each game I sell, which is absurd. And also in VR, you have very little customers, not like Google Play or Apple Store. So it is not, if I do something, I'm not going to take my time and money back, I think. That's why VR is going to have to wait some time. And also like the main problems are advertisement networks and application stores. So they take commissions as they want, and when we develop something in blockchain, application stores bans us, forbids to download. If you want to build something with blockchain, you are not going to put it to the Google Play or Apple Store. It is forbidden right now. And also, like Spotify and Apple Store have always had fight for this, because Apple is trying to force their own Apple Music and fighting with Spotify. So if you put a second payment system to your application, you are going to get banned because they are having a lot of money from the commissions they are having. But in blockchain, if we can someday, if we have some blockchain-based application stores, then the commissions will be very little. If you know, for example, PancakeSwap, this is a DEX, decentralized exchange. The developers, the owners of the project, is just taking 0.03% of the whole money. So in blockchain, our commissions are very small because our codes are also open source. If you want to clone the PancakeSwap, you can do it if you know how to program. It's easy. But the problem is always, of course, liquidity, money, and people who is going to come to your web page and exchange coins. That's the point. But I'm saying that when we develop something, because it is open, commissions are very low. You give the commission because the guys deserve the commission, not because they take it by the force from you. In ads, if you pay $10 for each person to see your advertisement, the placeholder, the guy who shows the ads, will maybe take $2 or $3. No one knows the exact price, how much they take. And this is also absurd. So maybe the $6 or $7 goes to advertised showers, Facebook or Google. Blockchain is, I hope, gonna change this someday. That's why I'm in this technology. So we have something called Ronin network. It was hacked. Maybe you heard about it. And I'm going to tell you how did it get hacked. If you have a lot of transactions, then you can create your own blockchain. Maybe hash your blockchain, encrypt your blockchain, and put to a public blockchain so that you can prove that your network is not compromised and not altered or changed. Token or coin, if you create a cryptocurrency in some other other people's like nodes, blockchains, then it's called token. But if you have your own network, then it is your coin. For example, BNB, Binance's coin. Bitcoin has its own network, so it's a coin. Ethereum is a coin. But if you create a token, ERC20, in Ethereum, it is called token. What can blockchain do? This is as much as I know, but there's a lot of projects and trying to do a lot of stuffs, different experiments happening. And funding your projects, you can go to Launchpads and fund your games if you create a play-to-earn game or game with a token. People will want to buy your token if they trust your game. Staking is like interests, like in normal banking system, but with your own cryptocurrency. So you pull the people and lock their money, and you have to give them something. You will give interest or some other stuff. Also, with justice, like for example, if you have 300 Ethereum, I think it was, you can be verifier of Ethereum network. But when you try to attack to the network, Ethereum will do something called slashing. Slashing is like tearing your money apart because you try to attack to the network. You try to stop it. If the network gives you chance to create a block and you reject it, then Ethereum will burn your money. Not all of it, but some of it. Maybe 1 or 2 Ethereum for each attacked attempt you do. So, by this means, you can try to create a justice system. You can say, I give $1,000 for each of you guys, but after 2 years, and if you be a good boy.
Mr. Şen, a few minutes
Okay.
we have.
We can create democracy, which is called DAO, but this subject is too big. This means decentralized autonomous organizations. So when we vote something, we vote to give some Mr. Ahmed money. It's going to happen automatically if the vote passes. This is what basically a DAO means. We have nearly all of the financial instruments. We can borrow money in blockchain systems. We have options. We have all financial tools nearly. And it is decentralized and unblockable. You can do marketing with airdrops. You can send your token to the people, and when they see it in their wallet, maybe they can check your project. And we have security tokens, which is like maybe 1% of the tokens are security tokens. Security tokens means if you buy the token, you have a share on that company, which is now available in Germany. And other companies are trying to, other countries are trying to do this thing real. But if you buy a token in Germany, certain tokens, you have a right in law, and you can say, I want my share each year. Okay, and thank you for listening.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Şen. Okay, I can get it. Thank you.